rivals ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get one over this time. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The inside handoff. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Looks as if he's going to run it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for the loss.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put a foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they picked up 32 yards on that drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Wants to fire on second down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size.
Maybe some room here. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Pryor. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Ball. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Pryor. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're going to ride this running back. There's a crease. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Moving out to the right. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Looking downfield on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2 and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's caught. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting the playmaker get behind them. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just maul.
Turning it on! 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Great timing on the draw play, too, by the coaching staff. It's a down and distance where the defense thinks it might be past, so you hit him with the draw and get a big gain.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Maybe a crease. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. Right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
And the Gators with the 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Sends it back in motion. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications, too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Second down coming up. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on second down. Direct snap. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He wants to change this route. Snap it to the back. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation. Defense
rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here comes the heat. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And the Vols right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end and they stopped the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Stands in and takes the hit. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Takes a handoff. It's Bishop. Makes it past the marker. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
And notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the UNLV Rebels taking on the number 10 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's Arizona on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Run inside. It's Bishop. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Volunteers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for a gap, it's Gordon. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Going to the run, it's Gordon.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And your offense, you're talking to each other the whole time. You look at the score, understand the situation. We got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We got a chance to put this ball game away. We have to hold on to the football, 2 hands. Make sure I go to the ground with that thing in my possession. It's a big mistake that could cost him big.
He's got 93 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Gets the back moving. Running inside. It's Pryor. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The Gators want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. The short hands, it's Mays. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. Beautiful throw out in front of the target.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
Got a little grass. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And they'll knock him down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Might be changing the route. They'll try to run for it. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Run in the red zone, it's Pryor. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Tight end now in motion. Ball again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Got a little space. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. This time he wants to throw. grabbed in the middle. It's Staley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator.
He's got it for a big play. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gator. They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here. Makes the grab in their space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
To the air on first down. Under fire. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Staley. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
There There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gators! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Defense playing a bail technique. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Jaden one more time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, and I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in, and that miracle is no longer coming now.
The the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Staley. Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He tries to take the top off. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that the players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Powell.